The retirement of Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer after nearly 3 decades on the bench. Sources are telling me President Biden is expected to make that formal announcement later today.
We are covering all the angles this morning. President Biden has promised to nominate the first black woman to the court, and we have analysis of the leading contenders, how the process could play out in the Senate, and a look at the legacy of Justice Breyer. Senior national correspondent Terry Moran starts us off from the Supreme Court. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, George. It's the end of an era here at the Supreme Court. For 27 years, Justice Stephen Breyer has been a voice for compromise and consensus in a time of sharp divisions on the court. And his retirement is a huge opportunity for President Biden and Democrats to shape the court with a new justice from a new era, likely deepening those divisions. This morning, Justice Stephen Breyer is expected to announce he will retire from the Supreme Court at the end of this term. The move paves the way for President Biden to make his first Supreme Court appointment while Democrats still hold the presidency and the Senate. Now the search for Breyer's successor is underway, and Democratic supporters are looking to hold the president to his campaign promise.
We talked about the Supreme Court. I'm looking forward to making sure there's a black woman on the Supreme Court to make sure we, in fact, get every representation.
Now the White House insists Biden won't shy away from that pledge.
The president has stated and reiterated his commitment to nominating a black woman to the Supreme Court, and certainly stands by that.
If confirmed, the president's pick will replace the oldest member of the court. Now 83 years old, Stephen Breyer was appointed by President Clinton way back in 1994. And although he frequently sides with the court's liberal justices, he has always maintained that the court is not a political institution.
My experience of more than 30 years since the appeals court as a judge has shown me that once men and women take the judicial oath, they take that oath to heart. They are loyal to the rule of law, not to the political party that helped to secure their appointment.
Breyer will leave a lasting legacy on the bench, supporting the Affordable Care Act, expanding free speech, and defending a woman's right to choose by upholding abortion rights. In recent years, progressives have called for his retirement so a younger liberal justice can replace him. Those calls grew louder in the wake of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death back in 2020, with the court shifting sharply to the right. Just a few months ago, Breyer told our George Stephanopoulos he was looking forward to a life after the Supreme Court.
There are many different considerations, and that I do not intend to die there on the court. I hope not. And I'm thinking about them, considering them, and that's as far as I'll go.
When he was confirmed to the court back in 1994, Breyer got a vote of 87-9 in the Senate. That's unimaginable today. He knows it, and his timing, this early retirement in January, clearly designed to give President Biden and Senate Democrats plenty of time to find, choose, and confirm his successor.
No
George?
question about that. Terry, stand by. I want to bring in the rest of our team. Senior White House correspondent Mary Bruce, Senior Congressional correspondent Rachel Scott. And Mary, let me begin with you. We saw that promise from the president during the campaign to nominate a black woman to the court. Who are the list of leading contenders?
Well, George, whomever the president picks, she will be making history. The frontrunner this morning is believed to be Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. She's a former clerk of Justice Breyer's, and she's already been through the confirmation process. Last year, she earned the support of 3 Republican senators when she was confirmed to the powerful D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. Also believed to be high on the list this morning, Judge Leandra Kruger of the California Supreme Court, Judge Leslie Abrams Gardner of the U.S. District Court of Georgia, and Judge J. Michelle Childs of the District Court of South Carolina. Now, the president, as you've said, is expected to formally announce Justice Breyer's retirement at an event here at the White House later today. Nominating a black woman means that for the first time there will be 4 women and 2 black justices serving on the bench. And George, this also gives the president a chance to shore up his base ahead of the midterm elections and an opportunity to show voters that he can make good on this campaign promise, George.
Mary Bruce, thanks. Battle ahead in the Senate. Rachel Scott, Democrats have no margin for error, a 50-50 Senate. They want to move fast.
Democrats are looking to waste no time here, George. They have a razor-thin majority in the Senate. They want to act fast. So here's the deal. Democrats will be able to confirm President Biden's Supreme Court nominee with 51 votes in the Senate. That threshold was actually lowered by Republicans back in 2017. This time around, it will give Democrats the upper hand. If they keep their party in line, Vice President Kamala Harris could cast a potential tie-breaking vote. Now, sources tell us that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer Schumer is looking to mirror the timeline for the confirmation process of Justice Amy Coney Barrett. You remember she was pushed through very quickly just days before the November 2020 election. But a quick process means this messy political battle will likely be playing out before Justice Breyer even steps down from the bench. Democrats can begin the confirmation process as soon as President Biden announces his pick, George.
It's at least possible, Rachel, that the nominee could get Republican votes.
Definitely. And some Republicans already appear to be keeping an open mind, including Senator Susan Collins. Now, the top Democrat on the Judiciary Committee has already reached out to her. That is a sign that Democrats are looking to get bipartisan support on this, George.
Okay, let me bring Terry back in. Terry, when the justice was musing about his retirement, he said he wouldn't want his successor to undo his legacy on the court. How would you describe that legacy?
You know, George, Justice Breyer's legacy is he's one of those justices, the legacy's behind the scenes almost as much as in the written opinions. He did work constantly to find compromises in big cases, in the Obamacare case, in the affirmative action cases, to win over votes like Chief Justice John Roberts or Justice Anthony Kennedy for a milder compromise. That was his skill, and he once said that credit is a weapon. You can get a lot done if you don't want to take credit for it. It's almost inevitable that given the times today, the divisions on this court are going to deepen. He had a mild voice in his opinions, and behind the scenes, that's likely to change.
Yeah, almost
George?
a creature from another time. Terry Moran, thanks very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.